let's go ahead and step outside and let's film the parts that I installed on this car. Alright guys, basically the first part I want to go over is the front whip. Okay, as you can tell, it did give the car a much better stance, a much better look. The fitment wise, it did fit pretty good. It's on there, you know, there's no real big gaps. Maybe you consider that a big gap, but it's nothing serious. There was another imperfection for some reason. I kept sanding this down. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick it up, but it started to bubble a lot. And it's the same issue on both sides. It's also on this side. Not sure if the camera's picking it up. There you go, I think that's the best I can do on that. So let's move over to the back. This is the rear wing I installed. It's pretty decent overall. I'm not sure I was a fan of this, but it's starting to grow on me. There's a couple imperfections with this. There's a small gap right here. It did not sit flush all around this area right here and around this area over here, the bottom side right here. There's a small gap, nothing too major. It's still on there, pretty sturdy. It has not fallen off. I've driven about 90. It's still on there. One more thing I want to go over is this right here. Okay, if you're thinking about buying this, let me show you this right here. This right here does not seem like it wants to line up properly. You see what I mean? I mean, it looks a lot better on camera, but in person, it's, I don't know. It doesn't look the same, I'll tell you that much. The next thing I want to go over, it's basically these right here. I installed them. They're pretty easy. Overall, I'm happy with them. Had a lot of friends talk bad about them, but at the end of the day, you know what? It's doing its job, and that's all I can ask for, you know? It looks decent for what I want it to look. I was just not a fan of the Auto X kit diffuser, so that's why I went with this one. I didn't see the point of spending $300. If certain things don't fit a certain way, I'm not gonna buy it. So overall, it's not bad. I also want to go over the little wing right here. A lot of people gave me crap because I chose this wing as opposed to getting the one that actually fits the car. This is a universal eBay, basically a M3 style whatever wing. There's a couple issues with it. I had to cut this down quite a bit because it honestly came from this way. It came over here like that. So I had to cut it quite a bit, sand it down, and then try to paint it. And the paint was not sticky, so I had to do a couple different types of stuff to try to get some black paint to actually get on there because it was actually silver. But overall, I think it gives the car a pretty decent look. That's basically it, guys. Can't wait till I get some new wheels and basically complete the whole look of the car. I also did install the Doi Dynamics turns as tails, as you can see right here. You see how they turn on? Before it was just one little circle that would turn on, which is basically this one right here. But now it's all of them. Now, I'm trying to get more used to vlogging outside in public. This is my first time. I feel somewhat comfortable with it. I'm hoping I can grow into it a little more because I do want to go to more car shows and vlog a lot more. Do I feel nervous? Somewhat not. It's just people around you are probably wondering, what is this guy doing? And before we go ahead and end this video, I want to give a shout out to one of the channels that I said. The channel that I want to give a shout out to this week is a guy named Christian Perez. He has a channel called Honda Blogs. He blogs about different things, car shows and whatnot. He recently picked up an EK hatch, which is his next project. He got it for dirt cheap. If you want to know how much he paid for it, go over there because that thing was basically free. The other thing that he drives is a Del Sol, which he started driving around. He recently had another issue with that car. So go ahead and check out his channel, find out what that issue was. He also does have an RS6. I'm not sure he has it or what happened to it because I haven't seen it in his channel recently. There's one video that you should check out, is the one where he shouted me out. He shouted out a lot of good guys on that video. Thanks to him, I got about 20 subscribers from him. Whenever he uploaded that video, I noticed that I got a bump in my subscriptions. I want to thank him for doing that because when he did that video, I was at 130 something subscribers. You know, it's not a lot. A lot of the channels that he shouted out were way up there. He's a Honda guy. He's a real true Honda guy if you're into that. But at the same time, I know I got a lot of Infiniti, Nissan guys on my channel. But you know, we have to support each other in some type of way. And just remember, there's a lot more channels I want to give a shout out to. I already have the next channel that I want to give a shout out to. So hopefully I can get another video up pretty soon. And with that being said, I hope you do guys subscribe, comment down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right.
I'ma blow up.